So, Complex has put out their 10 most influential women in sports. And Angel Reese is not going to like this because, well, she got beaten by Caitlin Clark.
Someone better check on Angel Reese after Caitlin Clark's ruthless crossover left her in shock. The so-called Bayou Barbie just got humbled as Clark drained a logo 3, shaking up the landscape of women's basketball. Did Clark just redefine the debate over who truly runs the game?
Announcing the top 10 most influential athletes right now. These athletes are reshaping culture. Caitlin Clark, check. Breaking records. Caitlin Clark, check. Proving their impact goes far beyond the game, from sold-out arenas to game-changing moves in business and fashion. These women are leading the way. If this is a top 10 list, then sitting on the top of that list, there's only one right answer. There's only one correct.
This moment might have the internet questioning everything's. So grab your popcorn, because the reactions could be wilder than LSU's locker room. Tough loss for Angel Reese, but this time, it's not on the court, in the stats, or even in the endless Twitter battles she can't seem to resist. This one stings even more. Caitlin Clark has officially been crowned the most influential female athlete of 2025. Let's be honest, was there ever really a contest? Oh, but Angel Reese probably thought there was. How adorable for someone who prides herself on being that girl. It must be exhausting constantly playing second fiddle to the real star.
And Angel Reese is not going to like this because, well, she got beaten by Caitlin Clark for number 1. Yeah, so we're going to take a look at that. I think it's hilarious. I will tell you right off the bat, I don't believe there's a singular world, where Angel Reese should be ahead of Simone Biles either.
While Caitlin Clark is out here playing chess, Angel Reese still seems to be figuring out the rules. Once again, Clark is stacking wins, whether it's breaking records, dominating marquee matchups, or genuinely elevating the game. Meanwhile, Reese's biggest impact appears to be inspiring a new wave of sore losers. What a legacy! Let's talk about what real influence actually looks like.
The woman who's been putting women's basketball on her back for the better part of 3 years now. These athletes are reshaping culture. Caitlin Clark has men watching women's basketball.
True influence isn't about Twitter rants or forced dramas, about drawing millions of fans to women's basketball, selling out arenas, and making executives line up with billion-dollar TV deals. It's about your name being mentioned alongside legends because of your talent, not because you've stirred up controversy. When Caitlin Clark steps into a gym, the entire sports world takes notice. The WNBA, major media outlets, everyone is clamoring to cover her. She doesn't have to demand respect. It's given freely. Meanwhile, Angel Reese stays busy with Twitter antics, constant self-promotion, and playing the victim just to cling to relevance. And yet, here we are again. Indiana Fever's preseason exhibition against Brazil at Caitlin's College Arena sold out instantly.
I shouldn't be surprised, and yet I'm still surprised because Indiana Fever preseason, not even like preseason, exhibition game, with the Indiana Fever going to play the Brazilian national team at Cover Hawkeye Arena, Caitlin's college facility, sold out. They went on sale this morning at 9 a.m. for Fever season ticket holders, Iowa donors, and Iowa season ticket holders for women's basketball. And then general admission was supposed to go on sale tomorrow at 9 a.m. I'm hearing rumblings of like maybe scalpers got in, like the secondary market is already crazy.
Tickets were supposed to open to the general public, but demand was so insane that resale prices skyrocketed overnight. That's what real star power looks like. But don't worry, Angel has had her viral moments too. Like when she complained about not getting the same treatment as Clark, because apparently the key to influence is ... sulking. Here's the reality. Asterisk respect is earned, not demanded into existence. Asterisk if only someone had told Angel that before she built her brand around playing the underdog only to be overshadowed time and time again by someone who's simply better. They had to shut it down. The demand was that overwhelming. The Indiana Fever's preseason game had to be moved from the Washington Mystics' WNBA arena to the massive Capital One Arena home of the Wizards, just to fit the crowd coming to see Caitlin Clark. And guess what? Was packed. Completely. Sold out. Meanwhile, the day before, when Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky played in Chicago. Crickets. It's almost comical how every time Angel Reese tries to overshadow Caitlin Clark, it backfires spectacularly. Want to dominate headlines? Caitlin does it effortlessly by casually dropping 40 points on a Tuesday. Angel, she resorts to making controversial statements and then acts shocked when people call her out. Clark earns her place as the face of women's basketball through sheer skill, while Reese clings to a rivalry that seems to exist only in her imagination. It's like she's got main character syndrome. Without the talent to back it up, let's take a moment to appreciate how Caitlin Clark's undeniable dominance has completely exposed the cracks in Angel Reese's persona. The fake bravado, the relentless thirst for attention, exhausting victim narrative, it all falls apart next to someone who simply lets their game do the talking. It's like watching someone insist they're an A-list movie star while standing next to an Oscar winner. Painful. At every level, Caitlin Clark is rewriting history. In college, record-breaking. In the pros, record-breaking. Attendance, viewership, merchandise sales, record-breaking. She's not just a basketball star, she's transforming the business and culture of the game itself. Deals, sponsorships, game-changing moments in fashion and media. This is what influence truly looks like. And yet, here we are again. Angel Reese, the self-proclaimed queen of influence, couldn't even get enough attention to sell out her own preseason debut. Not even for charity. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark sells out arenas without even trying. Her impact is undeniable. Her presence alone moves the needle in women's sports in a way that no one, especially not Angel Reese, can replicate. So let's be clear. Caitlin Clark isn't just dominating the rankings. She's redefining the entire landscape of women's sports. She's proving that women's basketball can be just as marketable, just as electrifying, and just as widely watched as men's. The world sees it. The numbers prove it. And as for Angel, well, there's always next year. Maybe if she spent less time online and more time honing her game, she'd finally give people something worth watching. But for now, she'll just have to settle for being the loudest voice in the room, while Caitlin Clark keeps proving why she's the only one who truly matters. The Caitlin Clark effect isn't just about her game. It's reshaping the entire sports landscape. Her impact is undeniable. WNBA attendance has skyrocketed by 105%. Indiana Fever tickets are disappearing faster than Angel Reese's humility in a post-game interview, and the hype around Clark is only growing. Meanwhile, Chicago Sky tickets, plentiful. Courtside seats, mid-level options, nosebleeds, you name it, they're available. Walk up on game day and you'll have your pick.